Hey there, friends and enemies. JoPa here again, and today the Tokyo Game Show gave us another trailer for the First Descendant, and this is a game I'm absolutely stoked for. It is a third-person looter shooter that has a beta coming out in October, and I have exceedingly high hopes for this game from everything we've seen so far. As a fan of Destiny and Outriders and a lot of the games in this genre, I am really hopeful we get another contender. Knowing that this is going to be free to play, like Warframe, and is going to be allowed to build and grow over time is huge news for somebody who understands that these types of games are better in the long haul than they might be just at first glance. So I'm very excited about that. And I wanted to check out this trailer with you guys and maybe get into some of my thoughts afterwards as well. Yeah. Different characters. The designs are sick. Diverse roles. Nice. I'm really hopeful the builds are great. And the movement looks tremendous. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it looks more over the top than even Outriders, which is already kind of crazy. Yeah, I know it's 4-player co-op, which is huge. We got a beta coming up. I'm hopeful, yeah, October 20th to the 26th. That beta is going to be when I'm going to put in a lot of time and try to get a full grasp of my thoughts on the game. But heading into that, from what we've seen so far, again, a lot of people are going to compare it to Destiny because that's been the king of looter shooters for a long time. To me, it looks more like it's going to play like Outriders. Only instead of the mistake that Outriders made in the beginning being like a cover shooter, it's where Outriders is now being more aggressive, more fast paced, which I think is going to really serve the game well. The difference between this game and Outriders is going to be this is going to be an ongoing, persistent game. It's not going to be game drops, you play it for a while, maybe you put it down, and then you come back at a DLC. This game is going to be have constantly evolving events and activities and all that kind of good stuff, similar to something like Destiny. As a fan of the looter shooter genre, I think we are in dire need of the next game that does something fresh. So I'm really hopeful that this game is going to bring something unique to the table and understand where past looter shooters have succeeded and where they've fallen short. Now, we look at a game like Warframe that didn't start off perfectly, but has been allowed to grow over time and just get better and better and better. It is a pretty daunting game to get in this late, but overall, it's just gotten better over time. Avengers, like it or not, for a lot of people, it's better now than it was. If that game had been free to play and we were still talking about it, I think people would still be invested in Avengers. And it's better now than it's ever been. They've got a lot of stuff coming in the pipeline. Same thing with Fallout 76. Destiny 2 is constantly dropping new stuff. Whether you like some of the changes or not, you can't deny that it actually has consistent creative content in dropping in the game. So we're seeing a boom. Now, games like Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, games like Outriders, don't provide that long-lasting excitement that people are looking for, I think, in this day and age. And that's really where this game will probably provide something a bit different than those. So, I don't know. Overall, I'm excited. I think there's still a lot to see. The things that I think are going to be most important, obviously the feel of the game and the gunplay. If the gunplay feels janky, it's going to be hard for people to get engaged. Number 2, end game and builds quality. Are you able to make builds and customize your character, make it feel like yours, make sure that your character is strong but not OP, and then you're able to take on end game challenges that are difficult and rewarding. Now, the balance between doing that and having casual players feel invested at the same time is one of the toughest challenges in gaming. In my personal opinion, I've seen Destiny struggle with it, where people will say, "Oh, casuals get catered to too much," and then the casuals will say the hardcores get catered to too much. It's a fine line between making a game casual friendly, so a lot of people can jump in and it builds up that player base, versus having things for hardcore players who want to play multiple hours in a day to chase. And I'm hopeful that with no PvP, from what we've heard so far, that we'll actually see a lot of that in this game. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It helps me out tremendously. I'm going to be covering this game in depth going forward, so make sure you're subscribed if you're not already. If you want to stay tuned for all the latest First Descendant news, gameplay, updates, all that kind of good stuff heading into launch. So otherwise, I hope you have a good one. My name is Jopa, and I'll catch you all later.